The desert sands of Mesopotamia for centuries have whispered tales of ancient empires and forgotten gods. These sands, once the cradle of civilization, hold secrets that have been buried for millennia, waiting to be uncovered by the curious and the brave. But a recent discovery has unearthed a silence far more chilling than any legend. This silence speaks volumes, echoing through the ages, and it has left even the most seasoned archaeologists in a state of profound unease. In the heart of what was once a bustling city, archaeologists have uncovered something unexpected, something terrifying. Amidst the ruins, they found evidence of a sudden and catastrophic event that brought life in this ancient metropolis to an abrupt halt. It's a scene frozen in time, a snapshot of chaos and fear that has sent shockwaves through the archaeological community. The remnants of this ancient city tell a story of panic and desperation, as if its inhabitants were fleeing from an unseen terror. The discovery, made during a routine excavation of what was believed to be a common residential area, has left researchers grappling with unsettling questions. What could have caused such widespread devastation? What force was powerful enough to leave an entire city in ruins, its people in a state of abject terror? What they found was not the typical remnants of daily life, but rather a tableau of terror, a glimpse into a civilization's darkest hour. The artifacts unearthed from this site are unlike any seen before, each one telling a piece of a grim and haunting story. This isn't just another archaeological find, it's a window into the very soul of an ancient people, exposing their deepest fears and the events that may have shattered their world. The discovery has opened up a Pandora's box of questions, each more disturbing than the last. The artifacts, the architecture, the very layout of the site, all point to a single chilling conclusion: something terrible happened here. The evidence suggests a sudden and violent event, one that left an indelible mark on the landscape and the people who once called this place home. And now, thousands of years later, it's up to us to decipher the clues and piece together the story of what might be humanity's oldest nightmare. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of this ancient site, we are reminded of the fragility of civilization and the ever-present possibility of its sudden collapse. The echoes of this ancient tragedy serve as a stark warning, urging us to learn from the past and to remain vigilant in the face of the unknown. To understand the magnitude of this discovery, we must delve deep into the annals of history and journey back in time to ancient Mesopotamia, a civilization that flourished thousands of years ago. This land, nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, was a fertile crescent that gave rise to some of humanity's earliest advancements. Often hailed as the cradle of civilization, Mesopotamia was a melting pot of cultures and innovations, a place where human ingenuity knew no bounds. Here, diverse cultures converged, bringing with them unique traditions, beliefs, and technologies that would shape the course of history. It was in this vibrant land that the world witnessed the birth of writing, the rise of agriculture, and the formation of the first cities. These were monumental achievements that laid the groundwork for future civilizations. Imagine a world without written language, a world where stories and knowledge were passed down orally, vulnerable to the distortions of time and memory. In such a world, the preservation of knowledge was a fragile endeavor, reliant on the accuracy of human recollection. Stories were shared around fires, passed from one generation to the next, each retelling adding its own embellishments and alterations. This oral tradition, while rich and vibrant, was inherently susceptible to change, making the accurate transmission of information a challenging task. Mesopotamia changed all that with the invention of cuneiform, a revolutionary system of writing on clay tablets. This innovation marked a turning point in human history. With cuneiform, knowledge could be recorded with precision, ensuring that information could be preserved and shared across generations without the risk of distortion. This single innovation revolutionized communication, allowing for the accurate recording of laws, transactions, and stories. It was a leap forward that would have profound implications for the development of human society. The ability to record and share knowledge transformed Mesopotamian society, enabling the growth of complex institutions and the spread of ideas. This was a pivotal moment in human history, a moment that set the stage for the advancements that would follow in the centuries to come. And it all happened right here in Mesopotamia, a land that would leave an indelible mark on the world. But Mesopotamia wasn't just about intellectual advancements. It was also a land of powerful empires, sophisticated governance, and awe-inspiring architecture. The towering ziggurats, massive temples dedicated to their gods, dominated the skylines of ancient cities, serving as a testament to their ingenuity and religious fervor. These monumental structures were not only places of worship but also symbols of the power and wealth of the city-states that built them. The ziggurats stood as towering beacons, visible for miles around, reminding the people of the divine presence in their lives. These structures weren't just religious centers, they were hubs of social and economic activity, reflecting the central role religion played in their lives. Around the ziggurats, bustling marketplaces thrived, and community events brought people together, fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose. The ziggurats were the heart of the city, where religious, social, and economic life intersected, creating a vibrant and dynamic society. Religious ceremonies and community gatherings were held at these grand structures, reinforcing the cultural and spiritual bonds that held the society together. These advancements in agriculture, governance, and technology laid the foundation for the civilizations that followed, influencing countless aspects of human life. The innovations of Mesopotamia spread far and wide, leaving a lasting legacy that can still be felt today. The echoes of Mesopotamia's legacy can be felt in our laws, our languages, and our understanding of the world. Their contributions to human knowledge and culture are immeasurable. From the earliest written laws to the development of complex societies, Mesopotamia's influence is woven into the fabric of our history. It's against this backdrop of innovation and grandeur that our terrifying discovery takes on an even more profound significance. The remnants of this ancient civilization continue to reveal secrets that challenge our understanding of the past. As archaeologists uncover these ancient artifacts, we are reminded of the enduring legacy of Mesopotamia and the profound impact it has had on the course of human history. Each discovery adds a new layer to our understanding, bringing us closer to the people who once thrived in this remarkable land. The dig site, initially thought to be unremarkable, quickly transformed into a scene from a nightmare. What started as a routine excavation soon revealed layers of history that were both fascinating and horrifying. Instead of meticulously uncovering pottery shards and everyday tools, the archaeologists found themselves face to face with a grim tableau. They were met with a tableau of chaos frozen in time, a haunting snapshot of a moment when life was abruptly and violently interrupted. Skeletons, contorted in postures of sheer terror, lay scattered amidst the rubble of collapsed buildings. These were not the peaceful remains of those who had died of natural causes. These were the victims of an unknown catastrophic event. The normalcy of daily life had been violently interrupted, leaving behind a chilling testament to an unknown catastrophe. The city, once bustling with life, was now a graveyard of shattered dreams and broken lives. The scene was a stark reminder of the fragility of human existence, a silent witness to a disaster that had struck without warning. The orderly remains of homes and workshops were now a jumbled mess, as if a force of unimaginable power had swept through the city, leaving nothing but destruction in its wake. Walls were crumbled, roofs caved in, and everyday objects lay strewn about in disarray. The devastation was total, the destruction complete. It was a snapshot of chaos, a silent scream frozen in the very stones of the city. The archaeologists could almost hear the echoes of the past, the cries of those who had perished in the disaster. Adding to the eerie atmosphere was the palpable sense of urgency that permeated the site. The archaeologists worked with a sense of dread, knowing that they were uncovering a story of unimaginable horror. Doors were left wide open, half-eaten meals lay abandoned on tables, and tools were dropped mid-task. It was as if the city's inhabitants had fled in a blind panic, leaving behind their worldly possessions in a desperate bid for survival. The scene was one of sudden abandonment, a city left to the mercy of the elements and the passage of time. The archaeologists could only imagine the terror that must have gripped the hearts of those who had lived here. The scene was a poignant reminder of the fragility of human life and the ever-present threat of disaster. But what could have instilled such terror in the hearts of a civilization that had for centuries known peace and prosperity? The archaeologists were left to ponder the mystery, their minds racing with possibilities. The discovery sent a collective shiver down the spines of the seasoned archaeologists. They had stumbled upon something more than just an ancient tragedy. They had unearthed a mystery that challenged their understanding of the past and hinted at a darkness that lay hidden beneath the veneer of civilization. The questions were many, but the answers were elusive. What had caused such a sudden and violent end to a once thriving city? The answers, if they existed, were buried deep within the ruins, waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to seek them out.